Here you can see the specification, study identifier, domain, unique subject, visit number, visit, planned study day visit is a permissible, start date and end date, study day and study end day, and any description of the unplanned visit. Okay, so permissible variable. These are the variable they want to be included. So whenever you are doing the subject visit, so what we do? So for example, one screening visit is there. So we have to check all the data set. So in the data set, you can pick the all the screening records, and on the screening record, which one is the first record and which one is the last record. The first record we can consider as a subject visit start date, and last record we can consider as a subject visit end date of that subject end date. Okay, in a similar way, each and every visit, what is the first date, what is the last date, you need to be map here. Okay, yeah. So how to do that one, we'll see programmatically. Yeah. So SV data set, save this program as SV. Yeah. So we already generate the trial domain related trial visit data set. In this visit data set, we can refer as how to give the numbering for each and every visit. So how to give the text of that visit. Okay. So we have to follow the trial domain. Yesterday we have created the subject element. So the element numbers and the element short form we have followed as per the trial element data set. And day before yesterday, we have created the demographic data set. In that, we have followed the arm CD arm similar to the trial arm related data set. So here also similar way, whenever you are creating the subject visit, the number should be follow as per the trial visit data set, and the naming you have to follow the trial visit data set. Okay, so trial domains are using for the reference of the all the domains which you created. So Sdtm level. So this is a reference purpose. Okay, fine. Next, yeah, data. So first SV1 data set I am creating set. So go to the raw data sets. Okay. So it little bit what you have to check the each and every raw data set for the SV data set creation. So most of the company have macro that will check, but even though I'll show you how to check. For example, first one raw data set you will take like bio. Okay, set bio data set. Okay, so it's library, raw library, bio data set. So in this, first we are checking the screening visits. Okay, so where is equal to, we will check the visit related information. Visit name equal to screening. Okay, and Here you will see one date should be there for this visit. Okay. So where the date is, you have to check. You can see this. This is something like biographic related. So here the date is there, bio date. Only the date you can take. This is a numeric date. So what I do here, this date, this bio date, I converted the renaming as a date, and this date should not be missing records. I am taking into the consideration. Okay, so the date should not be missing, and you can take this one. So after that one, just keep what are the variables we need to give. Only the date and the subject number is enough. Each and every raw data set, the particular screening visit related subject number and the visit name and the date you can take, and this data set I am giving in equal to bio. Okay. So you can see the SV1 data set having 6 observations. So this each and every subject, what is the screening date you will get from one of the raw data set. So like this similar way, you have to check in each raw data set. So many raw data sets are there. If the date is present and visit is present in any data set, you have to check that raw data set and you have to do like this. Okay. So I have that code instead of writing each and every raw data set. So here you can see, just you can imagine how many raw data sets are there. So these many raw data set having the information, simply we can, I'm just copy paste here. So you will see. So what are the data having the visit number, screening information, and in this data set, what is the main variable, the date variable, we renaming as a date, and we have to keep the subject, visit, and the particular date, and in equal to the data set name. Likewise, each and every raw data set, we have to pick if the subject, if the raw data having the screening information there. Okay. Yeah. So now SV1 have, we are collecting all the raw data set screening information together. Okay. So each and every raw data set, the date variable, we converted it as a date. Okay. Yeah. Once it was done, so we are collecting all the raw data set screening information together. Then what we do, simply you can sort the data set, sort data equal to this SV1 by the subject number and date variable. Okay. So that we know, okay. So this subject having these many records from different raw data sets. Okay. So we keep it like this. So in this data, SV3 set SV1 by this, we can take the last date of each and every subject we can consider that date. So in this, we have so many observations are there, right? So for the first subject, so last record is the screening last record of the subject. So 002, yeah, so 002 having a different dates. So in this date, so this 14th May is the last date of the screening. Okay, we have checked all the raw data set, screening information we collected. So in the screening, last date we can consider as SVENDTC. Okay, so SVENDTC. So they are expecting in the character form. So put of this date YYMMDD 10. Okay, you can see each and every subject. What is the screening end date we have created like this. So what about the start date of the screening? So start date of the screening, if you see here, go to the raw data set, there is a dedicated SV data set they have provided in the raw data set. So they have a screening record is there. So we can keep that one. So data SV2 set, raw data set SV. So in this, you can pick the screening records. And in that, the start date of the screening SVSTDTC, just to put up the date. So the visit date, run. So these are the SVSTDTC, and now data SV4, merging of this SV2 data set, which are having the information of SVSTDTC, and SV3 data set, which are having the information of SVENDTC, by the subject is subject number. So now the SV4 having the subject number. So in this subject number, so this is the SVSTDTC, this is the SVENDTC. Okay. So here we can give the visit number is, so as per this one, we have to give the visit number like screening, and the visit number you have to give. So screening, what they given, one number in the trial domain. So we have also give the one number. Yeah. You can assign the length, provide the truncation. So keep the variable. Subject number, SVSTDTC, SVENDTC, and visit number. Okay, up to now we keep here. If anything other required, so we can keep later. Now the SV4 data set, we collected all the screening information. You can see each and every subject, what is the subject visit start date, subject visit end date. So 001, 2nd May, the screening was started. 5th May, the screening was ended. We have checked all the raw data set. Under all the raw data set, screening information is collected. So what is the first and what is the last? Visit start date and visit end date of the screening. Okay. So this is for screening visit. So next go to the other visits. So you can write here screening visit. So now other visit, similar way. So data. So SP5 set raw data set SV. So in this where the visit number, so not equal to screening. So the remaining records we can take into the consideration, and the date which are visit date is there, right? So this date should not be missing. That record we have filtered first, and same SVSTDTC we can keep. So we have only one date here. If you see here SV dataset, we have only one date set there. So this date only we can consider SVSTDTC and SVENDTC. So I'll tell you how to handle later. Yeah. So just run and we'll see subject SV5. Yeah. So SV5 dataset. So you can sort it once, just keeping the required variable so that easy for us to understand the data. Subject visit and this date I am also keeping SVSTDTC, ENDTC. Okay. Just sort by subject wise. This way cross check. You can see this subject. Okay, so the dates 6th May, 8th May, like that they have provided. So same date we apply for the SVSTDTC and ENDTC. So only this variable containing all these dates. So and visit number also they have given in the SV raw data set. So what we do here, so these visit numbers are there, right? So these visit numbers are there. So based upon this visit number, so we can give as per the So go and check with here. So TV data set. So these visits are there, right? So you have to map this visit information to this visit information. Okay. So like this. If, for example, so this visit num equal to cycle 1 day 1 infusion. Okay. So then do. So what is the visit? So as per the trial visit data set, cycle 1 day 1 and visit number, we have to give the 2. So likewise, each and every unique, visit number we need to take. Apart from this unscheduled, all other scheduled visits we have to write like this. Okay. So instead of writing all these things, they created one macro. So that is called visit macro. So to put all this in visit number equal to this one and everything. So they have created one macro. So just call this macro. So the macro I am keeping at the starting itself. Okay, so visit macro. So all the information like if it is a visit num is this, what is the visit number and what is the visit. So simply we are calling that macro here to apply all the visits. Okay. So now the SV5. So you can see. Oh, so you can see the visit and you can see the visit number as per the trial visit data set. Okay, 1 minute. Yeah. So where we are, so all other visits we have mapped like this. So SV5 containing all other visit information, SV4 having the screening information. So we set all the information together, SV4 screening and SV5 having the other visit information together. So SV6 now you can see. So each and every subject. So 001 subject screening unscheduled cycle day 1, day 5, day 8 and unscheduled visits you will find like this. Okay. Yeah. Now the task is so unscheduled visits are there. So this unscheduled visit is there. These are also unscheduled visits. But this unscheduled visits comes under which visit? Okay. So this unscheduled visit was happening between the screening and cycle 1 day 1. Okay. So this unscheduled visit was happening after cycle 1 day 8 as per the dates. Okay, you can see the date 6th May and 12th May. There is a date here. So that is why 8th May before 6th May, this was unscheduled visit before happening cycle day 1. So how to handle this unscheduled visit here? So simply, so data SV7, SV6. So retain one variable I am giving visit num, I'm giving visit num x. Okay, if visit not equal to the unscheduled visits, okay, visit not equal to unscheduled visits, then this visit number x equal to simply giving visit number. Okay, just I'll show. So here what we do, so if it is a not unscheduled visit, simply we are giving the visit number and we are retaining that record to here. Okay, so this is also comes under which visit? First visit as per this one. Next, if the visit equal to unscheduled visit, then you have to apply the visit number equal to, so this newly created this one, so we are giving the 0.01. Plus 0.01 end. So now you can see the SV7. So wherever the screening is there, so we are applying this. So this is the first visit. This is the first visit of unscheduled visit. So that is why we given 1.01. So these visits are unscheduled visits. So those are happening after the fourth visit. So that is why 4.01, 4.02, 03, 04. Like that you need to give. So this is important. So interview people may ask you how to handle the unscheduled visits. Some unscheduled visits happening during the visit. So that time you can consider as the particular event was happening, which visit after it was happening. So that visit number you need to give along with the some point one, point two, point three, point four. How many visits are there? So you need to give the numbering in that way. Okay. So and if visit equal to unscheduled visit, visit number equal to this visit number x now, and how to give the visit information. So just checking the once TV any unscheduled here. So they haven't give any unscheduled related visits in the trial visit, because trial visits are the protocol related information. So visits were happening as per the protocol. So what we do? So how to give this one unscheduled, unscheduled. So concatenated with this number. So that in the SV7 data set. So we'll give the, here you can see this is a screening, this is the unscheduled of 1.01. So these unscheduled visits we have to give the, so 4.01, 4.202 like this, because this was happening after the fourth visit. Okay. So in this way the unscheduled visits were handling in the SV data sets. So now the screening records, scheduled record, unscheduled records we are handling perfectly. Now we go with the SV8 set SV7. So we are going to create the unique subject ID. Yeah, study ID domain and unique subject ID. So we have to create in the similar way. So this is SV data set. SV8, you just created the unique subject information. Use sub JID. Yeah. So now domain, use sub JID, study ID, visit number, visit day is a permissible. So you can remove start date, end date, and this was is also permissible variable. Still, I'll show you how to create the study days. Okay. Yeah. So study day purpose. How we created the study days. So I'll show you one example in any other data set. Yeah. So ADA if is open. So here you can see that analysis study day, analysis end study day. So we have created the formula. So day one formula, right? So same formula we can use here in the Sdtm way as well. So how to use that one? So first we have to merge this information with the DM data set. So data SV9. So merging the data set with SV8 data set and the DM dataset. DM dataset where we stored dot DM dataset. So n equal to b. So just I am keeping few variables instead of keeping all variables. To sub JID and RFSTDTC. Here also the subject should present in both the dataset. So SV9 125 records. So this is the information from the RFSTDTs from the SV dataset, DM dataset. Now, so how we are doing here? Just copy this one and paste it here for the reference. So your domain date, okay, so greater than, and this is a treatment start date. So in this place you can keep the RFSTDTC. In this place you can keep your SVSTDTC. Okay. So I am creating the both the numeric version variable. So SV start date numeric version variable. So you can see the SVSTDTC here. Yeah, so this containing all only the date part. So what I do, input of this SVSTDTC YYMMDD tender. Okay. So and this RFSTDTC also I am creating numeric version variable. So it containing both the date and time. So only we required the date part. Okay. So only we require the date part. So that is why scan of RF STDTC. So first word before that T I am taking. So after that one you will apply the input function render. So in the SV9, so we have created two numeric version variables. So this is the subject visit start date numeric version. This is the RFSTDTC variable from this one. So now data SV10 set S9. Okay. So this place your data set date is SVSTDTC and this was is a RFSTDTC. Okay. So same. So SVSTDY. So this SVSTDY is greater than or equal to 0. We have to give this one. So end date also we created one variable SVEN ENDTC. Okay. So EN, sorry, this was the RFSTDTC, right? Mm, SV related end date. Okay. So SVSTDY, SVSTDTC. So SV10 data set variable TRT SDT not missing. So SV10 data set now we have a study date also we have derived. Okay. So whether it was happening before or whether it was happening after of the RFST DTC, we will check by using this SVSTDY and SVENDY. Now all the variables we have completed. Just keep the variables which are there as per the shell. So study ID there, fine. Next domain, fine. Next use subject ID. Next visit number, we have handled perfectly and visit. So if you are not giving the information as per the trial visit, what happen? So whenever we run the some Pinnacle 21 tool, so that will cross check with the your domain visit numbers and visit information with the trial visit, and it will throw an error message like, so this is not as per the standards. Okay. So SV10 we have keeping these variables and so this is a description of the unplanned visit. So permissible, we can ignore. And what about this visit device also permissible. So if it is some demographic related having that information, you will keep, otherwise you can ignore. Yeah. And just retain this one. You can see the first subject. So first screening record was started on 2nd May, 6th May. Unscheduled visit 6th May to 6th May. Next 8th May, cycle 1, day 1 was started. So the dates also you can see -6, -2, nothing but those are happening before RFSTDTC. Okay. So positive values are happening after RFSTDTC. Like this, you have to create the subject visit data set and yeah. So finally, you apply the attribute section and send this data set into the permanent library. SV10, SV, I name subject visits.